Today we go over potential spoilers for Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to the character of Supreme Leader Snoke. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one of the big complaints for The Last Jedi, as you all very well know, is of course when Snoke gets killed by Kylo Ren so early on in the sequel trilogy. Now, there was a lot of mixed reactions on that death scene. I myself personally, the character of Snoke was really growing on me. I wanted to see a whole lot more of him, not only in The Last Jedi, but even in Episode 9 in that way, where he is the actual master over Kylo Ren. Now, some people actually did like how Kylo Ren now claimed the First Order as his own, and how he is now the supreme leader of the entire First Order, and how he killed his own master. Now, looking past all of this, I did in fact want to go over some of the different concept art descriptions and storyboard descriptions that we have been going over these past 2 weeks or so, involving not only Supreme Leader Snoke, but also some other characters such as Poe Dameron, Finn, Rose, etc., as we have described before in the past. Now, as you all know, the big Star Wars Episode 9 plot leak, we've been hearing a lot of different concept art descriptions and storyboard descriptions, etc., one of which all has to do with Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, I'm not quite sure if you guys heard about this. About a month and a half ago, apparently Disney and Lucasfilm were looking at Ed Harris to portray a younger version of Supreme Leader Snoke by also using de-aging technology. Now, in the beginning, I was a little skeptical on Ed Harris being eyed in on as portraying Snoke, because I'm not quite sure if he entirely looks like him, but looking past all of that, one of the concept art descriptions of Snoke actually has a tall figure in a golden robe, which appears to be a young Snoke apparently, holding a melted Vader helmet and handing it down to a boy. The boy is Ben Solo. Now, this raises a ton of questions if this concept art slash storyboard description actually comes into fruition for Episode 9, the final film of this trilogy by J.J. Abrams. Now, we know that J.J. started the entire sequel trilogy, and he will be ending it, hopefully in a respectful manner for the Star Wars fans. And this right here, to me, sounds like it's going to be I guess you could say a flashback. We do know that J.J. brought in the entire concept of flashbacks being, visually put on the screen in the Star Wars franchise. So the fact that Snoke apparently in this concept art description is holding a melted Vader helmet and handing it down to a boy, this tells me that this could very well be the moment in which Ben Solo learns more, or maybe even learns about his grandfather for the very first time. This could very well be Snoke's leverage in essentially to, I guess you could say, turning Ben Solo to the dark side bit by bit, and this was the big punch. Now, looking at everything else, I don't know if you guys knew about this, but in the visual dictionary of The Last Jedi, you do in fact learn that Snoke's ring, his obsidian ring to be exact, that's exactly what it's called. Now, his ring was essentially created by the lava on Mustafar surrounding Darth Vader's castle. So that is one thing that really does interest me a whole lot more, is that, Darth Vader's castle and Supreme Leader Snoke both have a connection, and it does raise a lot of questions. Could Snoke have actually traveled to Mustafar at some point in time, and that's why he has the obsidian ring that was found on Mustafar right by Darth Vader's castle? So, the other possibility is that maybe he actually ordered Kylo Ren to go there and essentially look for things that belong to Vader and to bring them back to Supreme Leader Snoke. Now, we do know that the creators of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, want to bring back Vader's castle in some way, shape, or form in a future Star Wars movie. And if you guys ask me, I think that would be the most visually stunning moment in a Star Wars film, is to have Kylo Ren going to Darth Vader's castle, a entire structure, right, that belonged solely to his own grandfather, Anakin Skywalker / Vader. And in there are so many different possibilities of what Kylo Ren could discover. He could even learn possibly about his own grandmother, Padme Amidala. But looking back at Snoke, if that concept art comes into fruition, just how the concept art for The Last Jedi of the twin sons over Ahch-To ended up being the death of Luke Skywalker, what could this really mean? Is this actually a flashback, a vision? What do you guys think it is? Drop a comment below, let me know what you think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.